camera in my.
Good evening. We're live in Byhalia, Mississippi. G-Man's having a conversation. It's cool. Hey, we are in Byhalia, Mississippi. If I hadn't said that already, where Sweet Swine of Mine is, right here in the test kitchen.
Right.
Hey, but it's not. It's where Mark Lambert isn't, and he is in Guatemala. Forgot to mention that last Thursday that he was going to be in Guatemala.
Well, I think we knew he was going, just didn't know when.
I didn't know exactly when he was leaving, but he left out yesterday morning, and he's at some international barbecue festival. They invited him to be there, and I think he's going to do some fishing while he's there and have a good time. I just saw the logo flash across our screen back here, and it was Cooking Up a Story. Y'all make sure to go check out Joe Wilson's Cooking Up a Story. Man, he's got a great podcast, one of the top 3% podcasts in the country, and had some great stories on there lately about a young man that had stage 4 cancer, and God saved him, and really he had a relationship with God before that, but really has a great testimony now. And y'all make sure to go listen to that. They are getting some good things, good stories out of people over there at Cooking Up a Story. You can check it out on Spotify. Joe Wilson and Joe Martinez and the gang, they have a good time. Miss Susan Hudgens checking in with us.
Miss you, Susan.
Miss you, Susan. Hey, we're planning a celebration of Jim just like he wanted us to. We're having Big Jim's family potluck dinner right here, April 12th from 5 to 9. Bring your favorite food, bring your favorite drink, and let's come.
Favorite memory of Jim.
And let's celebrate
Saturday night.
Let's celebrate Jim like you wanted us to. We will. I'll be putting something out on Facebook for that, and usually when we start the show, Mark Lambert's not standing here, but he's not here at all. He's not coming.
He's not going to be.
He's not going to be here standing here tonight.
So I'm going to do my best.
And just for Susan,
Be sure
she
you do the
always
best.
does it. The sound is good.
The sound is good.
That's Susan.
That is Miss Susan's job. So the sound is good.
We have all bases covered.
Speaking of bases covered, today is opening day of baseball season. So go Cardinals.
Nice little slip in there.
And it's he's got a little minor league team on, and they'll.
Oh, I thought he
playing.
came from softball practice or something.
Yeah, it looks like it, doesn't it? Like a church league. There you go. There you go. I like that.
Rec league.
Yes, a rec league.
I really did until you
Go White Sox. But yeah, in honor of opening day of baseball season, one of my favorite things to eat at a ballpark is a hot dog, and I think that just goes along with America's pastime, a hot dog. So decided to do some hot dogs today. We've got some chili sauce. We've got some queso. We've got some onions. We've got some jalapenos. We got cheese. We got all this stuff to top our hot dogs with. No Chicago style dogs. You can put tomatoes on your own. I don't know. But it's not bad. Tomatoes and pickles and little peppers stuff. It's not bad. But we are doing some ballpark hot dogs.
Yes, sir.
Daniel picked up the ballpark hot dogs and the ballpark hot dog buns. So
To go along with it.
I won't be eating the bun, but I will be eating the dog and the chili and the cheese with chorizo in there that Mr. Dusty Wally made. So
Nachos and hot dogs is always
nachos and hot dogs. That's it.
That's always what you
Something
But
do.
when I went to Old Bush Stadium when I was younger, and you walked in, it was just a smell of baseball, just a ball game. It was like onions and peppers over there with the hot dogs and the sauerkraut, all that. You could get a hot dog any way you wanted to at Bush Stadium. I mean, it was great. So I always like the sauerkraut and the onions, and big like hot dog. It was good. So man, I was too tired to come. Yeah. That was Susan saying that. Me and her talked earlier and talked about and so Dusty reverse seared these hot dogs. He put our lines on them. Got some grill grate lines. They're looking great.
Those are
I mean,
turn-in
gorgeous.
quality.
I mean, these are turn-in quality. I mean,
Got
the
'em
hot
lined up
dog,
so pretty.
hot dog ancillary. That's what we're looking for. And so I can tell you what I'm gonna do, and I think I already told you. I think what I'm gonna do is like cut mine in half, put it on a boat, or cut mine in little quarters, maybe like a 4-year-old would. But it'll be easier to eat with a fork. But I'd like to have a bun, but I'm not eating.
Well, you're sticking to your carnivore and you're doing good. So.
Yeah.
If you need help lining your wieners up, Dusty's the guy.
What?
Nothing.
Easy, Turbo. It's a family show.
Downshift.
I mean, back it down.
I mean, he
You
lined
gotta-
them up perfectly. I mean, come on.
The lady, one of the ladies of the group, you got to back down to talk. She talks like a construction worker sometimes.
Yeah.
You can't. Just absolutely got to figure out how to deal with her. I don't know how G-Man does it.
I live with 2 boys.
Now you
Sorry.
feel sorry for me, yeah?
Yeah, I do. Sometimes I felt sorry for G-Man, and sometimes I felt sorry for Jenny. But today,
Oh, come on, yeah.
Okay, so
Today you
it's
don't
50-50.
really know, or
I mean, it's 50-50 sometimes. So I hope everybody's doing okay. It's nice, warm, and sunny here in North Mississippi. High was about 81 degrees today. And we do have some folks that participated in the rib and wing challenge at Melissa Cookston's Barbecue All-Stars the other day. And so we'll talk about how that went down. I think everybody here competed except for me and Dusty, right?
I believe so.
Oh,
Nope.
you were just visiting.
Josh was visiting.
I was visiting.
He was a barbecue ambassador that day.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're good to go.
Spreading good cheer.
Huh?
Spreading good cheer.
Spreading good cheer. There you go. Good evening, Ashley. John Schultz. Craig Carmen.
What's
You
up,
know,
Craig? Hey,
Craig. Hey, Craig. You got some Kool-Aid?
you ain't got to lie.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Lord, that looks good.
You're hungry.
Uh,
Twice before I came over here. Sorry. I hope
great
that wasn't on
reference.
tape.
No, great reference.
How much would you pay for something like that at one of those
At a ball
professional
game?
ballparks?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
back in the day, about
This?
$3. Yeah, like a
What?
hot dog and a beer at a Cardinals game. How much would that
At a
be?
cart, was it $8 beer night? Because I mean, it's probably back in the day. It was you don't drink at a Cardinals game.
No.
I mean, even though the Budweiser just has to come right down the street, that's not
There's
not
no
the place.
discount.
Hey, Mom, no, they don't give a discount, but you do get it pretty fresh. Oh, I dropped some cheese in my tea. Is that good? No, that's not good.
Spoon it out.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'll be right back. Y'all talk amongst yourselves.
Oh, Lord.
So let's talk about your the wing category. Daniel?
We'll get to it.
Ahora है.
That is on the to-do list.
What kind of chili is it?
That is deer meat.
That is venison chili.
Nice.
Venison.
We live off the
Local.
land here.
It is definitely local.
We live off the land.
We live off the land here at Fleece Line of Mine.
That's lined up perfect.
We kill what we eat, and we eat what we kill.
Somebody getting paid over here.
That's right. I had to refresh my teeth, man. So,
Jeff.
Sir?
You want the dog?
Oh, we'll come and get it. You ain't
Come
gonna do
on.
all that. I don't want.
so this is a little
I'm gonna do mine without Fruit Loops.
Oh, you better come now.
AJ. Yeah, the Fruit Loops hadn't come out yet, so
Or
The
Fruit
novelty
Devils. Sorry.
items haven't.
oh wow, that's good.
It's a good chili, yeah. I like it.
That is good chili. You want one with
at least bent.
this one?
That's good.
And one
Well,
without
one
the bun?
So, did everybody turn in wings? And
I did ribs. I did spares. And Jeff did.
Let's say we turned in ribs. Let's say that.
But in both
did y'all
categories.
split categories?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did.
One and
spares,
two.
he did
Well, she
big
said she
bags.
didn't want to compete, and I was like, it's never really a competition. But I mean, okay.
Since the we are talking about the Rib Cook-Off Association, here's Dirk Mullins,
Mr. Mullins, what's up?
and we'll see him again. Y'all will see him again next weekend. I'm assuming
In Olive Branch.
in Olive
City
Branch. We'll be. I hate to miss that event. My home, hometown. Not my hometown. I'm from Lambert, Mississippi, but the
Your
place I
backyard.
live right now.
That's right.
And but we'll be at the Hogs for a Cause in New Orleans. And like I said last week, Hogs for a Cause raises money to help kids with pediatric brain cancer. They build houses at the St. Petersburg. They help build houses at St. Petersburg Children's Hospital, much like the Ronald McDonald House or what's the other house? The Grizzly House, or at St. Jude. So this
Most
kind of
definitely
does,
a good cause for sure.
yeah. And so it does the same thing where it helps the families and house the families and with no cost of theirs when their children are getting treated there at the hospital, for pediatric brain cancer. So Dirk Mullins says there's 45 teams so far. So that's great. Jody Davis, what's going on, folks? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. And Jody just had a brand new grandbaby.
Oh, congratulations.
The week of Worlds, he had a brand new grandbaby. Did I say a brand new grandbaby?
No, you said it right.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay,
Brand
sorry.
new band, baby.
Brand new grandbaby. So, but it is you see, I'm wearing my Cardinals gear today. It is opening day. We were in a little bit of a rain delay, but the show went on. The opening day ceremonies at St. Louis is like no other, man. They bring out the Budweiser Clydesdales and they play the Here Comes the King. And, man, chill bumps and all that stuff happens. They bring out all the Cardinal Hall of Famers in the red jackets. And it's
a big event.
it's a sight to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sight to see. If you've never been to St. Louis on opening day, it's good. It really, opening day of baseball ought to be a national holiday. It really should. Except for them Canada people that have the Toronto Blue Jays. They can go to work. It doesn't really matter. So we got another rib cook-off coming up in Olive Branch. We got Hogs for a Cause. If you would like to go donate. Also, our group of carnivore team comprised of Boars Night Out, 3 taxi guys, Aces Wild, Poncho and Lefty, Fat Boys Barbecue. I know I'm missing somebody. The Shed. How could I forget the Shed? The Shed if you go to Boards Night Out's page, there's a link there where you can buy chances to win this gift pack. It's got a Weber Smoky Mountain smoker. You got a whole gift pack of all the rubs and sauces from all of our team members. So y'all go check that out at Boards Night Out on Facebook. And you can Venmo $20 a chance. Just send the multiple of $20, how many ever you want. Credit card will get you put into the contest. So good deal. About $1,000 value there. So y'all get signed up. All the money's going to help the kids, and it's a great cause. Great time.
Well, it's probably a good time too. I haven't got to go yet, but I will.
Yeah, I think Zach Top is playing Saturday night. So they have a lot of bands. It's right there on campus at UNO. And so it should be a good time. Let's see, what else is going on? That's the first part of April. Then we got Big Jim's party on the 12th. Then the 19th is Easter weekend. And then Monday after Easter, well, we have Spring Fest, but the Monday after Easter, me and Mark will be gone. We're going to Fargo, North Dakota, to Shields University. We'll be doing some. Mark Lambert, word up, boys, and doing some stuff at Shields University. We're training some employees about Yoder smokers and having barbecue contests with the employees. It'll be a fun time. A lot of good times up in Fargo.
That's the sporting good place that sells them and trains their employees on all the ins and outs.
Yeah, Shields is a huge outdoor store, and probably our closest one is Tulsa, and in Dallas, like North Dallas, in the Colony area, and it's a great store. They got a Ferris wheel inside their stores, and inside every one of their stores. But they carry high end smokers and rubs, and Yoder, Rectech, Gateway drums. I mean, they sell the good stuff. And so Jody Davis says grandson Jackson Parker coming to a competition near you soon. Well, good deal, man. Congratulations. He said he gets a FaceTime call from him every day. I'm not sure how that happens, but these kids are getting more and more technologically advanced.
Yeah, and they're getting their phones a lot earlier than we ever did.
Yeah.
iPads, phones.
They're letting them have technology way too early, like right out of the womb. Right out of the womb, they got an Apple Watch.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, they just come with an Apple Watch now. I think it's automatic.
Well, then I just kind of
And earbuds.
does show that I grew up poor.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did too, man. It's all right. But yeah, man, we're Mark said it was like 66 degrees was the high today. In Guatemala. So before I looked on the map, I couldn't even really tell you where Guatemala was. But
I thought you were talking about that Mexican restaurant on Hacks Cross.
I think that's Guadalajara.
Yeah, close.
But it's close.
Yeah.
What's he doing at that Mexican restaurant for a week? I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. But when he comes back, he won't be the same.
Won't be the same.
He won't be the same.
I bet his vocabulary will be.
Yeah.
He'll probably be rolling a few more R's.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just
Which
like
is
when
good
he's-
at anyway.
Just like when he's around you, man, he rolls those. He gives that little,
Oh, Mark Lambert is good at rolling his R's. I can't do it.
He's good at that language too.
Yeah. He's good. What's scary is they know how to use it. I don't know what that means.
the iPads and the phones and stuff.
Oh, yeah. My mom. She
Yeah.
said that. What's
Yeah.
scary is they know how to use it. We're talking about the technology.
They
Yeah, girls.
know how to use them better than we do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for more
You know,
things
that's
than we
weird.
do.
Like, we grew up in a time where we still remember not having a cell phone. And then yet we're probably the first age that like got a cell phone still young enough to, want like newer technology. So, I mean, it's just a certain age range. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're 45 to maybe 55, I would say that you still care about having, the newest technology and you know how to use it. You might not care about it regardless of who you are, but I remember the Tandy computer sitting at my mom and dad's. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember AOL and all that. We live in that.
I can still hear that
Bing,
AOL
boom,
dial-up.
boom,
Somebody
yeah,
pick up the phone and knock you off.
Yeah.
that scary sound.
Yeah.
And
You
Yeah.
got mail.
you got that.
That's one of my favorite movies.
But we're just in that era. We grew up in that where MTV actually played music
The movie.
I
Yeah.
remember that.
and actually played
Yes.
music. They played music videos, and that there was no internet. I mean, I went to Delta State, and my freshman year, there was intranet, like on campus intranet. Like I remember Okra Mail. Yes, I went to a school where our mascot was an
It
okra,
was a fighting okra.
Fighting Okra
Yes.
of Delta State
That's
University, and we had Okra Mail. So, and that was the first email that I had. But then it kind of like 96, 97, it kind of like got a little more
Started
advanced, that kind of thing. But it's hard to think about that really wasn't that long ago and how far advanced we are since
in your
then.
lifetime. So
In our
30-something
and not
years.
even in our lifetime in the last 30 years. I mean,
When I was in high school, we had cell phones in our car built in. You know what I mean?
yeah. But also, I remember when I was in high school and I had a CD player, a Sony Walkman mounted on this like stick that I had to mount into the floor of my car. And then I had to plug in a tape adapter and plug it into the side of the Sony Walkman.
Oh yeah.
So my Sony Walkman would play through my regular tape deck speakers in my car.
Mm.
And one thing, if you don't know what a CD is, people out there, it likes to skip when it hits a bump.
Mhm.
I'm from the Mississippi Delta. There was more bumps in the road than you want to talk about. So I didn't have a non-scratch CD in my whole bunch. So
Yeah, and then anti-skip came out.
I still have my first bag phone, Jody Davis says.
I
So-
didn't
Oh,
have one of those,
wow.
but I do not have it. Wish I did.
Remember
I
the
would
battery
I would
was heavier
spoil
than
it.
everything?
Beepers. Did y'all have a beeper?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was. Oh,
How did we make it before driving? Now we can't.
Before what?
Before these were out driving. You know what I mean?
You had
Well, you're not
MapQuest.
really supposed to
No, I
drive
just
while
mean
you're
in
on.
No.
general, like not
Remember
having the front
MapQuest?
of the phone.
You
I
print
was
it
a
out
FedEx
and then you
courier,
follow
I
the
had to make a
directions.
map every day,
Hey,
every morning.
yeah, not only maps, but when the internet got good and you had to do MapQuest. And you MapQuest and you print it out like 12 pages to get somewhere. What does it say? Oh, that's page 4. Where's page 3 at? So we have advanced a long way in what good or bad or indifferent. Technology wise, we have come a long way.
Oh, I think the phone was one of the best things ever invented,
But it's the
one of the
worst.
worst.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, me having a job in social media, I can't really say that it's.
you don't want to downplay it.
I don't want to
Yeah.
downplay it any, but social media is probably one of the worst things as far as people talking to each other and communicating, and cell phones too, and definitely about social media. And here we are on social media platforms broadcasting out. Thanks, Facebook, Meta. But like people get this false sense of I think I know what's going on in people's lives because they see them on Facebook, and we really don't. We don't pick up the phone and have conversations
like we used to.
like we used to.
Absolutely.
You know,
We used to have to go to someone's house, see if they were home, and then you talked to them, played with them, did whatever.
That's
And then-
right. And you had to ride on your bike to go to see somebody, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
You had to be home before the
Cause-
lights came on.
Came on.
Hey,
that's right.
But yeah,
Or if you,
but
if you were driving.
hey, when I was young in our town, we had a. I think my mom can probably straighten me out on this, and she will, believe me. That we had a party. There was a party line, such a thing as a party
Oh,
line,
yeah.
and that means you might be connected with like 3 or 4 other houses, and only one of y'all could be on the phone at one time.
Huh.
I mean, it was pretty much like Mayberry. It was. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if y'all ever experienced
No, I
that.
didn't never had that, but we did have. Because I hated busy signals when you try to call somebody.
Yeah.
And when you got that, you had to call over and over and over. But then
Yeah.
you got the call waiting. I don't know what was more irritating because then you had to stop what you were doing and answer the other line and then click back over.
Well, and it when people had call waiting and you knew they had call waiting and they didn't answer the phone, that you knew that you wasn't near about as important as the other person that was on that line. Because they didn't even click over and see who it was. Sometimes they would and be like, okay, I'll call you. All right, I'm on the other line. Let me call you right back. That kind of thing.
Caller ID.
Well, it's
My
kind of like the
favorite
little
was
red
my
button on the
phone.
Well,
phone.
see, like that's what I was fixing to say,
Clear
Jeff.
phone with all the colors.
There was before caller ID. I was in high school, junior high, and you could do prank calls, and then
Yeah.
Star 69 came out. Star 69 would call that number right back, and then you were in.
67.
Yeah, you'd have Star 67.
That blocked it or
It blocked the number.
It blocked it. Yeah,
Unknown or something. Yeah.
unknown number.
we used to order pizzas for everybody. Well, I didn't. I just observed.
Oh.
We would
Oh.
call
didn't do
the
it.
pizza
Sorry.
place and,
I had no idea.
and order a pizza for somebody, and of course it'd show up at their house. And I had it done to me too, though.
And that was back when they brought you the pizza, and it was cash on delivery.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't pay over the phone kind of deal.
Oh no. And
I did some prank calls in my high school days for sure. British accent.
Jody Davis said, anyone remember going outside to adjust the TV antenna?
oh yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and them screaming at you, just a little more,
Yeah, a little more.
right there.
with aluminum foil.
Aluminum foil.
on the rabbit ears.
Yeah.
Buddy.
That was good times. And you were the remote control.
Oh,
Yep.
I remember being younger thinking if I could just be rich and have a remote control.
Oh, I didn't even know the concept of
I
remote
mean,
control.
I did. I was
wish
turning
Now you can do it on your phone.
Yeah, that was it. I
Yes,
was
sir.
it. But then I like just and console TVs, like they made furniture real and like ashtrays were you bought an ashtray at a furniture store.
The
I
G-Man still has a big console in his house. It's nice.
Console TV?
You guys still have one?
Yeah. There's another TV set on top of it because that's how I usually
No,
go.
no, no. It's in the game room, but it's a huge.
Well, and it was really fancy consoles when you had a TV, and then you lift that dude up,
It had a stereo.
and it had a
Record
stereo
player.
and a record player.
Yeah,
That was
that's the
high five
Yeah.
right there. That was entertainment system.
In my 88 Toyota Supra, I still have that telephone.
You do.
88 Toyota Supra
It's
I have
got
that telephone here in the
a
side.
maroon phone.
Telephone.
telephone.
You know how much I pay at a time?
How much?
$3,300.
30 for the phone or the
Yes,
car?
For the phone.
Oh.
$3,300 in a
For the
1990.
phone?
In 1990.
For the
Yes.
Not even for the car, for the
For
phone.
the
The
phone's
phone.
worth more than the car.
Dang.
Yeah, but it was on them Roman minutes. So when he called, he'd be like, "I'm coming over real quick."
He does that now.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Wow.
25 cents a minute back then, or something like
Yeah.
that.
Hey, you remember 10-10-3-2-1?
10, 10, 3, 2, 1. What is that?
That was
No, I didn't call those
it
kind
was
of
like the
numbers.
call, no, no, that was like the collect call number that you would call, and then you'd like say something real fast, and then you'd hang up.
Oh, I saw that commercial the other day. First
Oh.
name Bob, last name Baby It's a Boy.
We had a
Or-
baby-
we had a Baby It's a Boy. Y'all remember that commercial? Bob, we had a baby. It's a boy. And the dad hung up the phone and said, "Who was that?" And the mom says, "Who was that?" It says, "Bob. They had a baby. It's a boy."
Oh, that's nice.
So that was Oh, that's nice. But man, everybody says their time that they lived in was better, but I can tell you that growing up in the 80s and the early 90s was absolutely the best.
Oh yeah.
And the hot dogs were just as good back
The
then.
hot
as
dogs
they
were
are now.
just as good, and but the music was better.
Mhm.
Oh
The
God, yeah.
Good music.
the clothes were better, and they're coming back. You know what I'm saying? But the clothes were better. The ideas were better. It was awesome.
And we got a family here who seemed to do well this past weekend
Yeah,
in South Haven.
yeah.
Jenny
Jenny and G-Man
and
and
Austin.
Austin.
Both, and their Austin's son
Yeah,
did well.
did well.
My son do too. My son had a walk.
He walked what?
Oh, Andre?
Andre.
Oh yeah,
Andre
Andre. Yeah, he did well in wing or ribs.
Ribs.
Andre usually cooks a good rib.
Yeah.
He does. He does.
And he was one of the what is it called? The pro that they chose? The
Pro staff.
Pro staff with
Yeah.
Yeah, the pit crew right now, we're kind of one of those no staff teams. We need to
You
look
might
at,
ought to get some.
Yeah,
some
we're going to
staff.
look into that. But
Bedford needs to be, yeah.
They don't like the Colombians because nobody come to say, "Hey, we're gonna give you this team. We're gonna give you this." Team.
Well, they think you don't need it.
Ah,
I'm gonna
wow.
tell you.
He did a bunch of
They
videos
don't need it?
with us. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't need it. That you got some of that laundry money. You know, it's okay. We all have
people may be afraid to approach you, Jimmy.
Yeah,
So just
G-Man.
take it that don't take it personal.
mean,
It's just they don't know
It
what
could
they're
be
getting
that I
into.
told everybody that you were in the
Oh.
Colombian Mafia.
Oh, okay. Colombian mafia.
Or the
Yeah.
Amazon Mafia, either one. And they
Either
keep
one.
bringing stuff to the house.
Oh yeah, they just,
Nah, but some
Great
mafia.
restaurant.
she doesn't even pay for it anymore. It just delivered.
Well, Amazon, Colombia, I've seen it convert.
Hey,
There's
if
something going on
Amazon,
there.
the Amazon driver just gives her a Christmas card.
The day that you don't get back, start walking from the kitchen to the door.
Yeah,
It's like that.
Hey,
Back and forth.
It's okay.
What's your driver's
I'm gonna,
name?
I'm gonna get him back for.
they
calling me
usually
out on that.
don't come inside the house. Like Amazon drivers aren't allowed inside the house, but at Jenny's house, they are.
Hello, Miss Jenny.
Hello, Miss Jenny. Good to see you. That nice dress you were wearing today. Look real cuter than yesterday's dress. Did you do something different to your hair? I just saw you yesterday.
I saw you. I sent you the picture of what my Amazon driver does.
What?
If my dog's out in the yard,
Oh, he just throws it.
they left it down. They left it down. At the
Sorry,
end of the
Jeff
driveway.
Bezos.
Yeah.
This is how your employees
Yeah.
do when there's a dog in the yard.
So,
Bezos, whatever
I
his
guess
name.
he's doing his job.
Yeah.
Alan, not Smith, B&O.
Alan, not Smith.
Alan, not Smith.
Yeah, Alan, not Smith, the dog. But yeah, we had it. We had it way too good, man.
We did.
To go back to the '80s, the cartoons were better. I mean, I don't know if they even have cartoons anymore.
The music.
Music was awesome.
We do have a lot of good shows now, but you're right. The cartoons, but we have a lot of good like sitcoms and like little shows.
But
will
I guess,
say.
I guess.
But can you say we have better now than we did in the
No.
'80s?
No.
No,
No,
We-
you can
no.
you can
But
get
see,
away
like
with so
there's
much
too many.
more.
Yeah, there's too
Actually,
many
yeah.
choices. There's too many choices.
yes,
But they like recreate stuff now. And so when they repolish all these shows and movies, you see how many they're doing from the 80s and the 90s?
No
Y'all
original
remakes.
ideas anymore.
No more
They're
original ideas.
Hmm.
You know, they ain't got no shows like Knight Rider and
Yeah,
A
that's
Team
true.
BJ and the Bear.
yeah,
You're
Family
right.
Ties,
Oh, yeah.
Growing Pains,
Married with Children.
Married. That was a little
That was
later.
a good show.
That was
That was a
still a good
little
show.
Okay,
Yeah.
I take it back. You're right. I forgot about all
Yeah.
that stuff.
All right.
I am thankful that we did not have some technology because I'm worried about these people that I've gotten in my late youth around me. We didn't have cameras, and thank God.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank God for that
I
too.
think
I
everyone
mean, that
yeah,
must
yeah.
be in jail.
for that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm personally thankful that not everybody had a high definition camera and a movie camera in their hand,
In their possession at all.
in their possession at all. I'm kind of glad that I didn't.
I mean, not only that, his son was wearing them Saturday glasses, Ray-Bans that record.
Oh, that's my next bit of technology, by
that
the way.
record you.
What?
Did
The Ray-Ban glasses that record you.
Yeah,
he didn't get
the
any
Meta.
footage from over on our tent, did he?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
The Meta glasses,
Yeah,
One looks raspberry.
and
they've got a lens like
Turtle.
maybe on the top left corner of your glasses.
they got them on both sides.
Yeah.
We were at the mall the other day. Me and the wife were at the mall. We were at Tanger Outlet. I stopped in there
Oh, okay.
to the sunglass hut. You know, I like glasses. I've always liked sunglasses, and mainly because when I was a kid, I couldn't wear sunglasses, and then I got out of glasses for a little bit until I got older, and I love sunglasses.
You wear them at night?
Yeah, exactly.
Corey Hart.
Yeah.
There you go, Michelle.
So I went in there, and I really wanted to see because as you could tell, you can't tell on TV, but on this screen here, but I have a big head, and so I went in there to see if the Ray-Ban frames would fit my head before I went somewhere and wanted to get some in my prescription, and they did, and they will. So that might be a purchase that I can get prescribed, and maybe my insurance will help pay for some of it. At least my lenses anyway, and I can, the frames won't be too bad, but at least my lenses anyway.
Well, I mean, if anything, you can wear the frames until you get your lenses.
Yeah, and I could see where they would be very useful in my job. You know what I'm saying? So if you could take a picture of just what you're looking at,
All you have to say is Meta start recording.
that's it. Or Meta, take a picture.
On your phone?
No, it
Oh,
just
okay.
you say it out loud.
Yeah.
That's how far we've come in technology. Remember the thought of like calling somebody and seeing them was just a crazy idea, and then all of a sudden, like Apple did it. FaceTime, and it was just like,
Remember when you had to call long distance and it cost money?
yeah,
Oh yes.
No, you get one of those.
Or payphone.
you had one of those calling cards.
Yeah, buddy.
You had to have, like when my wife was traveling. I mean, and this wasn't very far. I mean, we've been married 18 years and been together for like a little over 20. And when I first moved here, she had to buy calling cards when she went on trips with her job. So it was within the last 20 years, 19, 20 years. I mean,
Well, first iPhone came out in 2007. So
2007. That was 18 years ago. Or are they coming out with iPhone 17 this year?
You call long distance, and they had to have plenty quotas.
Yeah.
And put in a
Yeah.
telephone quotas.
Most people like payphones
Man,
and
there you
stuff.
go.
payphone.
But-
Payphone now.
Another thing,
I don't even know if they do
we're
that.
talking about technology, but the actually cookers and smokers have come quite a long way.
Long
since.
way.
There was no such thing as electric pellets.
No. Electric smokers, maybe electric smokers, but not pellet smokers.
Nope.
And definitely the different kinds of smokers, as far as the Kamados type, like the big green eggs and stuff like that, they really hadn't been out that long.
No.
There was like a reverse flow offset and,
Yeah.
cabinet smoker, and that was about it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
The big
We had a
ones.
Weber growing up.
Yeah.
Weber's been
Oh,
around a
Webers have
while.
been out a
We used
while,
Webers.
yeah.
They're still around, but
And PKs. And I really didn't know. Fortunately, I didn't really know anything about a PK until I got in the steak cooker.
same.
But then I found out it was like had been out since the '60s, and people had them in their backyards. And
And you'd be surprised, a lot of the older generations, they do know about them.
Yeah,
And man, I haven't seen one of those in quite some time.
but there was people that didn't live in Lambert, Mississippi, because I didn't. I had never seen one. We didn't have all that. I mean, we got more than 3 channels when I was 12 or 13.
When propane gas cookers came out, that kind of really
Remember
set
the
things
lava
in
rocks?
motion.
Yeah.
Lava rocks.
Keep it hot.
My granddad had a gas grill underneath his underneath the carport. He had lava rocks in the bottom. Maybe an old Brinkman or Sears gas grill. It was a well made grill, but it had lava rocks in the
Kind of went along and covered up the burners.
yeah, like it stuck around the burners and somehow gave a different. It stayed hotter. You didn't have to use as much fuel for it to be hot, and it was cast aluminum on the container. So, hold on, I got some of this this pollen in my nose. Hold on, just a second. Talk amongst yourself, Dan.
Do we need to mute?
We're good.
Oh, okay.
You okay over there?
Yeah, man.
All right, good.
I mean,
Pollen
this pollen is
season.
crazy, dude. I got a different color truck.
Yep.
It's got a yellow tint to it, so.
And that's also how you can tell baseball season's here too.
Yeah. When the pollen starts kicking around,
That's
you can
right.
tell the baseball's here. I don't think we will be here next week. Because one, if I'm in town, Thursday is my wife's birthday, so probably not going to be here next week. And then I don't know when we're leaving for New Orleans. Whether it's Friday or I think it's Friday or Thursday night.
You guys flying or driving?
Oh, we're driving to New Orleans. We got to fly out a few weeks after that when we go to North Dakota. So
Lots of people will be prepping for the cook for next weekend.
Yeah.
Trimming ribs, cutting wings.
Yeah, that's right. It'll be Olive Branch will be heading out. Be going on next week, and good luck to everybody doing that. And but we'll be here. Todd, what's happening?
Be sure you be in time,
Be on time.
Be on
Oh, I'll
time.
be
Write
on
down
time.
those times. Well, he thought it was still daylight savings time. What is that? What you thought it was,
Well,
or
you
you were
know-
on some kind of Eastern time zone, or what?
So
Tell me about what happened in the mind of
couple
of
different
Daniel
ways
Haley or
to-
Haley
a
Daniel.
couple different ways. Actually, I got that fixed now. I don't know if you noticed that on Facebook.
I did, but I thought it
I
was
did
My
see
another.
wife
that,
came
but I
in and
wasn't
thought somebody
sure.
done hacked me again. And
Yeah.
I
I did.
know that's actually me. So.
Okay, I was worried.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to hold up replace your picture and hold up a picture of your driver's license and Social Security card
Somebody already did that for me.
and both sides of a major credit
You want
card.
the little 3-digit code?
Yeah. I need all that
Yeah, I'll get that to you.
and your bank account.
Just text it to him.
Just text
You want the routing number or just the account number?
both.
Both. Okay.
Both. I'm like radio.
You have to text me all that. I'll remember
Yeah,
that.
get
I'll
all that
remember.
for me.
So there's actually a couple different versions or stories or what you might have heard or about the wing coat this weekend. So
Yeah.
what really happened was, we had our ribs on. G-Man had ribs. I did, Gary, and we all were waiting on our ribs. And
Yeah.
so I, just like in the SCA, you get a practice steak.
Yeah.
Cook it, look at it, taste it, sample it, time it.
Okay.
I bought practice wings.
Yeah.
So I cooked them up. I seasoned them. I garnished them.
Put 'em in the
I put 'em
box.
in the box. And I started walking to the turn in to get my timing down so I would know exactly.
And you practice this a perfect hour before.
Well, that's
the other
that's not important. So it was just, just to practice in general. So I had my time down.
Yeah.
Well, I was getting ready to head up there and do it. And G-Man asked me where I was going. I said, to turn my wings in. And he said, it's only 12 o'clock. And turn-in was at 1 o'clock.
And the astonishing part of all this is that G-Man knew the rules.
Well, see,
And he was following.
That's just it. I didn't know if I believed him or not.
Yeah.
You had
I
to follow
understand.
the rules, okay?
Yeah. I didn't know whether to take him serious or he was kidding or
You
trying to
never
set me
know.
up or
He
what.
did so good.
Todd was like,
Okay.
"You're practice walking." I like it.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I wanted it down pat. I wanted to do well in the wings and walk. So I did a practice run. Everyone accused me of being early, and well, that's kind of the truth. I did.
Yeah.
We were sitting there, the ribs were going, sitting down, and we were kind of chill for a minute. And G-Man got up and started his fryer.
Yeah.
Well, it just kicked into me. I said, okay, it's time to go. So I got up, started my fryer. I fried them up, seasoned them up, boxed them up. And I was excited. I had a pretty looking box,
Yeah.
And I started up there, and they stopped me. I was kind of upset about it there for a minute. A little embarrassed, too. Whatever, it happens.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I had enough wings for a backup.
Yeah.
And I just waited till actual time to do it this time.
And you didn't have to cook Jenny's this time, so you had.
So I
plenty
had
of
time. Right.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and did another batch. Same thing. Coated them, plated them, and I walked it up, put it down, and I was pleased, even
Yeah.
though I had a snafu at first. I think Mark Lambert has taught me how to get squirreled. I think that might have been what happened.
It spreads like a virus.
Yeah,
If
so
you're
I think
around
that's kind of what happened. G-Man lit his fryer, I got squirreled. Next thing you know, I've already turned mine in, and I was ready for awards. But
Hey, we were somewhere, I can't remember
Well,
where.
you got an award.
so
Yeah.
I went back to it, turned it in, all was fine and good. Well, I still had another batch, so I went ahead and did another batch at 2 o'clock. So I
Yeah.
had a
He
12
was-
o'clock batch, a 1 o'clock batch, and a 2 o'clock batch.
That's
So,
awesome, man.
fortunately enough, come the end of the day, I was the last number called for a first place walk. So I was very
Well,
happy,
congratulations
and it-
on that.
kind of made up for being early and kind of making a mistake. But I was pleased.
Yeah.
I was very pleased. But, I don't ever see anything against being early turning. It's always late.
Yeah, late
It's
is
when they
frowned
want to
upon.
accept them.
Yeah,
Right.
It's when it's frowned upon.
So, but, G-Man, we've become friends over the years. And now we just kind of we're going to start doing what we want when we want, because it seems to work.
Yeah, exactly. Y'all get a lot of first place calls out of it.
Well, you stick to what works and you go with it.
Yeah, you just turn in. You just turn in when you want to.
Yeah, when you want to.
Timelines
That's
are-
going to be the T-shirt he's going to have made.
Yeah.
Turn in when you want to.
What rules
Or
we turn in when we want to. That's what you ought to have. What rules on
On the
the
front.
front, and we turn in when we want to.
Yeah,
on
what
On
rules?
your own time.
he
Yeah.
learned that at Harvard because he had gone to Harvard.
Yeah, he went to
Yeah,
Harvard Law.
I played baseball at Harvard for a year or two. No, I'm just kidding.
This kid.
But it was fun though. Like I said, had a little snafu, but we walked and
Yeah, it
man,
was a lot of
son
fun.
walked in it. Jenny walked in wings.
Well, I can tell you why he starts his. Tell you why he starts his fryer early.
What's that?
Because his fryer has the ability of just to flip over anytime.
And you never know if you're
And
gonna
you
have
never
the
know
oil.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna have
Yeah.
oil or not. So he just
And
And
this
you have a hard
time-
time telling the temperature of oil now because the gauge
When it-
kind
well,
of
the gauge
it's
is one
we
somewhere
don't-
between
we
here
don't
and
have the
Oklahoma
gauge
City,
yet.
but
There's a little wire sticking out that it does scare
it doesn't
you.
say anything.
It's a wire that just sticks out at you, and if it goes like this, it's like 200. If it goes like this,
That was a result of the Oklahoma trip. But hey,
I'm gonna have Jenny explain that.
if it goes like this, it's
If
200.
it
you haven't
sticks
been there to
out,
see.
it's 200. If it curls up, it's 300.
So when it's time to go, what does it do?
it goes real fast.
Okay, we're glad we see that.
Yeah, I can't believe I just redid that for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
But we're
well,
looking forward to the next cook. We're going to have fun and we're going to try to do it again. And
Yeah.
I even had it written down, but I'm going to write it down bigger this time.
yeah.
Write it down bigger.
Yeah. It's gonna look like a C, the top letters of a C and I chart when you go in there. What is that, Daniel? I don't know. What is that big number for? That's the time I turn in, I think. Or when I'm going to start cooking. I'm not sure.
He may need those medical glasses.
G-Man turned in double cut beef ribs and walk in the competition. Yeah, exactly. That Gary said that. Gary Castile.
Gary.
Gary. Double cut beef ribs in a pork competition. Still wins.
Hey,
No rules.
again, if it works,
No
it
worry
works.
about.
Stick to
16
your
bones.
game plan.
16 bones in a box.
16 bones in a box.
No worry about.
G-Man's the only person that cooks a case of ribs to only have to turn in 8 bones.
Well, 16 because it's usually doubles. But
Yeah.
Well, it was
6.
it was her and me cooking ribs, so we had to buy almost a case.
God, what does Jenny do? If Daniel cooks her wings and G-Man cooks her ribs, what does Jenny do? Take pictures. That's
Yeah.
what she does.
Run her mouth.
She's photographer.
Run her
Huh?
mouth. Run her
Run her
mouth.
mouth.
And buy stuff on Amazon.
Amazon.
I got him. I got him.
I still love you.
I love it
I
too,
got
Jenny.
you. I'm a
Sometimes it's too easy. I'm not eating dessert. We're almost done with this hour, but I'm not eating dessert. But
Pork rinds and prayer.
yeah, Miss Poland brought some devilish things over here. Some s'more Rice Krispie treats made with golden grams. Ooh, that's a lot of devil over there. Yeah, that's a lot of
It's the
devil.
devil.
But they look great. So I'm sure if I was eating that, it would be-
They're tasty. I'll have to take some home though, just
yeah,
to get rid of them. But
yeah. I'm sure she
You
doesn't
gotta
want all
torch
those
the
back.
top one, 'cause it's got-
I'm sure she
Yes.
doesn't want all those
That's
back.
the way to do it. Gotta put it down.
Yeah, leave her one, and you take.
still can't beat an old
Still can't beat old American
ballpark
hot dog.
fixed and dressed however you want it. Many ways,
Yeah.
many
I
styles.
mean, I forgot to mention the charcuterie board. You can't really see it on the camera, but the Jenny charcuterie board. You need to bring the camera back a little bit and let you see.
And
Look
if you've
at this
never
photography
seen,
work right here. Look at
uh,
this.
That's good.
she's got a new version of strawberries. These are
very good.
ripe.
She painted
But the-
those white.
They are good.
She
They do
painted-
have there's kind of like a cotton
they
candy
call-
grape.
Anemic,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Huh?
similar to that.
Anemic.
Yeah.
anemic strawberries.
What was the name of them again, Jenny? Do you remember?
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo berries.
Peekaboo.
That
But
was
they're
good,
tasty.
yeah. Good job.
They are.
They
They're
sell
good.
those on Amazon.
Never heard of them.
Yeah,
You can get
Oh.
that camera on Amazon.
she
Oh.
get in Amazon probably.
Get on one Amazon?
You can get that camera on Amazon.
I can get what?
The tripod and the
Oh,
camera and
okay.
everything.
Oh yeah, I'll sell you all that.
Already ordered.
Yeah.
Hey, I
They
gotta
probably
do
ordered it
something at
for
the
her and they-
competitions because
phone
he
heard her
cooks my
talking about
ribs
it.
and he cooks my wings. I gotta do
I
something.
mean, you got to fill your time.
I gotta
somewhere.
get the-
You know, I'm just joking, right? I know you cook.
I did. I worked hard
I
on this
know.
one. I did.
Yeah, you walked in that grocery store and
I
picked out
didn't
that
e-
sauce.
That's two.
Secrets.
I don't
Bang,
think
bang!
it's gonna.
Even then, you reach the sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel had to grab it for because it was.
I said, Daniel, this is the flavor I want. He said, well, Jenny,
Well, Jenny,
I know
There it
I
is.
know you can't see it, but up here is what you look
I know you're only reading the bottom of the bottle, but here it is, right
You
here.
can just see the barcode.
By the way, doesn't my hair look good? That's,
Sounds like
He
Hank
never
Hill.
says that with us.
yeah.
Little Hank Hill.
Hey,
And I did
Mama?
not trample over him. I walked
didn't.
slowly.
She was mature.
Even Jody
Mature.
said to the whole crowd, she ran over me in Oklahoma. This time we're good.
Yeah,
So-
she knows. She was a victim of that as well.
She was a victim.
Yeah. So
she's gonna be. It's gonna be like one of those mylothelioma or whatever that. What are those commercials? Mesothelioma. I can't even say that word.
No, I thought
It's gonna be one of those commercials. Back in 2025, were you ran over by Jenny?
Well, I talked with Jenny.
Call your I can't even say it.
That's your darn
Gaddy
lady.
Kelfer and Bienvenue in Montese.
I talked with her. I told her, look, next time you do a wing
You
contest,
can't push
act like
little
you've been there
kids.
before. Act
Yeah.
like you've done it. And this time she did.
You can't
got a
push
call
little
and
kids and old ladies
It was
down.
and she got up, walked up, and
And
accepted her.
Jody, that wasn't a shot at you. You just Just you know, you can't push little kids and old ladies
Or old fat guys.
or old fat guys for that matter. I don't take that
Last
very
time
well
I ran
either.
past the money, up the stage, into her, dropped my check. I mean,
Yeah,
Cussed.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a family show.
Yeah.
It's a family
It
show.
was a,
Family organization.
I would have been rather embarrassed, had it been me. But hey,
Yeah.
you got to go up there. I did.
Yeah, that's right. At the World Championship.
At the World
so,
Championship.
so to speak. World is the stage.
well, we got to go to Oklahoma next year, and hopefully both of us
I
will.
don't know. As ugly as they were to me on ribs and stuff,
I know.
They didn't like it.
I didn't. Oklahoma was tough.
They don't like
Oklahoma
my
was
ribs.
tough.
Maybe you're
That's
right.
the best I've done in a long time.
We had a good
It
time.
was a good
though.
time.
We had a good
And
time.
I'll go back, but
for the fry bread.
the,
Maybe we got to figure out what they like.
They just
because
didn't
they
like
didn't
what I
like
brought that
ours.
time. But hey, I got something next time.
They like done ribs.
Yes, they do.
They like done ribs. Jody Harris says it was awesome, Jenny.
Thank you.
Dirk said it was awesome too.
She's the best.
She is
Answers-
the
Great.
best.
They
Always
both are. I
answers
them
every
both.
They're good
crazy
people,
question.
man. They're good people, and that's why the Rib Cook-Off Association is going to work because they're
It's a
good
good
people.
It's a family.
Good
She makes
job.
you
They're a good
feel like
event.
family.
It's
They
gonna
both
continue
do,
to
and
work.
she's great.
Yeah. We are gonna. I don't think.
Okay, Sunday still cutting the ribs for me.
Who's cutting the ribs? Me. I'm cutting the ribs. Jody did. Oh yeah. That's what. Shh! Don't say.
Hey,
That.
don't bring it up.
Don't bring that up.
That's
Don't
in the
bring it
past.
up.
He did.
All
He's
right.
doing better now.
Well, on that note, I think it's time to.
What'd
say
you
a
do
prayer.
last time? Pork
Horse.
rind and prayer.
Yeah, I think we can. I'll run it through some queso.
Good idea.
There you go.
You got some deal for me,
You got popsicle, I'll do that. Give you that.
Excellent.
Yeah, I do.
You use your deal one.
I don't want to run deal ones through my queso, and I don't want to waste my good deal pork rinds. How did that bag work? Did y'all see that?
Uh-huh.
That's what I found.
Oh,
What'd you? God, did Patrick bring those back?
I guess he must have.
God.
In the door with him.
Okay, I didn't know those were in there.
Oh, they frozen. Yeah,
Yeah, they're frozen. They're free.
they're good one.
What do you
Okay.
get, Daniel?
frozen Snickers.
Snickers ice cream. They're good sesame
I didn't know.
stuff.
I didn't know those were in there.
There's two more. Well, you can't have them.
No, don't tell me there's two. more.
Don't.
Okay, I don't know why that bag just opened up.
Let's
Hold on just a second. Let me get rid of these. I don't know how stale this is going to be because that bag might have been open.
in prayer tonight. Y'all keep be sure and keep Jeff Maynard in the
Yeah.
prayers. His mother passed away.
Yeah.
And we'd like to just keep him in mind, his family.
That's right. And anything else we need to pray for and keep in mind?
Just the world in general.
Yes, for sure. All right, let me run that through there. Take a bite of this.
Had crunch.
It did.
We got our pork skin down. That was good. All right. Our gracious Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this time together with friends, Lord. Lord, just be with us, and thank you for your grace and your mercy. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for your forgiveness. And Lord, just be with Jeff and his family as they go through this difficult time. Be with the many others that need you, Lord. Lord, we cry out to you and need you. Thank you for your salvation. And we pray all these things in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Y'all have a great day, great week. We'll see y'all 2 weeks from today. How about that?
Play ball.
April 10th. Enjoy baseball. Y'all get your taxes done. All that kind of good stuff.
Hopefully your basketball bracket's not busted. You can stay in there a little more.
Go Rebs. My Rebels are still in it.
Still in it.
Still in it. 7 teams from the SEC. So 7 out of 16. Pretty good chance. Pretty good chance that the SEC will win the national championship. I would say. So we're
Good shot.
not looking at the Vol fan over there, but it's a good shot. SEC's got a good shot. I say Auburn is probably the most all-around team there is out there, but
SEC team or in general?
In the
Both.
in the bracket.
in the bracket. I
Thanks,
say
man.
Ole Miss got a shot. They're letting the Rebels get hot at the right time.
Mhm.
So we'll see what happens. We got to play Michigan State tomorrow, and we'll see what goes on from there.
That's right.
Y'all have a great week. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks. What is that big dragonfly in here?
Beetle.
We'll see y'all later. God bless you. Love God and love people, y'all. We'll see y'all later. Good night.